Wouldn't say all the names because we wouldn't have time. And I just want to mention that we have such a great audience here. And our ambassador is here, Parliament member Guven, and the organization that I'll mention, my friends, Aliza and Amir. And ladies and gentlemen, friends of Israel, it is my great pleasure to be here with you tonight. I'm standing before you today to thank you for your steadfast support of the State of Israel. The love and support you give the Jewish people is not only a blessing, but imperative in these complex times. I would like to express a special thanks to the ICEJ, the International Christian Embassy in Jerusalem, and of course, MIF, our friends that we spent like almost 2 days with them. Thank you. On this occasion, here in Oslo, the important role that Norway played in the establishment of the State of Israel must not be forgotten. Norway voted in favor of the establishment of Israel as a Jewish state. You know, we must mention the decision, the 181 resolution was for a Jewish state and an Arab state, even not a Palestinian one. So remember that. At the time, the UN Secretary General was a Norwegian named Treviga Lee. Hope that I said the name okay. This month, we celebrate Israel's 70th birthday. Mazel Tov for all of us. The monumental occasion is truly a reason to celebrate. However, we must not forget that many obstacles and challenges that still exist. Despite our numerous peace negotiations with the Palestinians, including one that was created in this very city, our people still do not know the joy of living life in peace with our neighbors. The reason for this is very clear. The Palestinians do not want to live side by side with us. They want to live in the entire territory of Israel instead of us. Palestinian anti-Israel movements push delegitimization campaigns using propaganda tactics and lies in every platform possible, in pop culture, academia, the UN, and more. A particularly troublesome example of these tactics is the passing of the UNESCO resolution claiming that there is no connection between the Jewish people and Jerusalem. By making this ridiculous statement, they are not only denying the rights of the Jewish people, but they also denying the rights of our friends in the Christian community as well. They say that the Jewish people and Israel will vanish from the earth just as the Crusaders did. The Palestinians even used the name of Jesus as the first Shaheed, a Muslim martyr. Could you believe that? In their propaganda. But all of us know that Jesus spoke fluent Hebrew, and he was a settler from Bethlehem. They don't care about the historic facts. They use these tactics to steal our identity and the hearts and the minds of Christians and deceive them. Unfortunately, these delegitimization tactics seems to be gaining support in Europe, the very place that once allowed the Holocaust to happen is now embracing the newest version of anti-Semitism, anti-Israel propaganda, is perpetrated by racist groups like the BDS movement, which is the new face of modern anti-Semitism. All of us can see the strong connection between the extreme left movement and radical Islam. This can be called the Red-Green Alliance, plain and simple. Ladies and gentlemen, this issue is not about human rights. It's about human life, our life, and the survival of the Western civilization based on Judeo-Christian values. We must work together to stand up for the truth about Israel, a country where we celebrate life while our enemies celebrate death and seek the destruction of the only Jewish state and its people. Israel is a country that serves as a light to the nations, providing medical care to refugees from Syria. Just to remind you, it's an enemy state for us. Sharing agriculture solutions, developing technologies, being among the first to respond when natural disaster strikes in the world, and much more. It's true that we have many challenges in Israel, but we have many more things to celebrate. We celebrate our strong military that protect us, men, women, and children, every single day, and saves the lives of people in many other countries by sharing intelligence to prevent terror on their soil. This is the light of the increasing threat of radical Islam, Sunnah like ISIS, or Shia and Shia like Iran, Hezbollah, and you name it. We celebrate our amazing Christian friends like you around the world, who are standing by our side, who know the difference between good and evil, right and wrong. I would like to thank in this opportunity to thank all of you for everything that you do for the Jewish state on behalf of all people of Israel and myself and my friends. We will continue to fight to defend the Judeo-Christian values that brought Europe and the Western world to where we are today. I will forever remember the words that one of the terrorists I interviewed for my research many years ago told me with burning eyes. I'll say it in Arabic, it sounds much better. نبدأ بالسبت ونخلص بالأحد, which means we will start on Shabbat, and finish on Sunday. Is it clear? Crystal clear, right? And this is the truth, and we see it on a daily basis. Look at what's happening in the Middle East. No Jews left just in Israel, and no Christian left in the Arab states. Same process, like my family that fled from Baghdad. We are grateful to President Trump's decision to move the US Embassy to Jerusalem, our eternal capital. Let's hope that President Trump will get the Nobel Prize without sending any PowerPoint presentation to anybody. Jerusalem, our eternal capital, a city that holy to Jews, to Christians, and to Muslims. We hope that you can use your democratic power to encourage your policymakers in your countries to take the same initiative and move your embassy to our eternal capital, Jerusalem, as well. Thank you again for inviting me and my friends, all of us, to participate in your conference and for welcoming me here so warmly. And I would like to thank Josh for organizing all of that. And we love you all, and God bless you. Thank you.